beaten out Ethereal, they've beaten out Beacon and Saw. They have a few good wins in there, but they just haven't had the hours, the numbers put in terms of having played the map a lot. So maybe on map number 3, they do have a good shot. Let's focus on the action at hand, though.
I would agree. It is going to be, of course, as always for Nexus, that they just need their 2-star players to frag, and then they're in a good position. Because, nice taps coming out from Raga. He does need some backup. Luckily, there is already Saminte to cover his push, and, well, they're going to fall back on the Giant side of things. That is, well, at least a little bit of an advantage there for the Nexus squad out towards a short. And that is just going to be the A push, but they've lost so much HP and already a player down as well.
Oh yeah, now they're storming into the A side. BTN struggling to keep his wits about him. The bomb starts to go down. Giants, they're still barely even on the bomb side, and the retake has already ensued. Nexus, they found a frag. 2 versus 3 as the T's try to hold on to their horses. Zello gets to tap through, and rizz, he's found 2. He's looking for a 3rd, and unfortunately for him, it's not going to materialize. There it is, Raga saving the day and avoiding what could have been a very nasty 3K.
Well, that is at least the round 1 by Nexus, the opening round of this map. They are going to need this map, of course, because that, Inferno does look a little bit dangerous to play up against the Giants. And, well, you said it, that 3rd map, Giants, of course, they've only played it 7 times. Zastu as well, only 8 times. So they haven't played that many official maps compared to Nexus, who have been, honestly, for months on end, just constantly been playing every tournament they can get their hands on. And, well, they've had some pretty impressive results. You do see them grow better and better every single time. Fox with the opening pick with the scout headshot onto Raga. Ouch. Luckily, it does get traded out, but there is rizz with the AK. Forced buy from Giants is looking rather successful at the moment.
Oh yeah, they've already gotten 2 frags. They're moving up short, and it'll be an incredibly difficult defense because look at IM's position. He's got a Galil, he's long range, and he's not here to party. Immediately falls, and Semente and BTN will be fighting an uphill battle as they try to go for the retake. BTN, before he even makes it up the stairs, he's already fallen. There it is, Semente trying to fight for his life here. 2 almost 2 quick kills, but just turns into a round for the Giants.
Well, that is the Giants taking that one away. That's a little bit unfortunate there for Nexus, and of course they will have to force up into this one because, well, you're the CT side and you've got, otherwise, double eco doesn't exist anymore. So let's see if the Deagles can get the job done. 4 Deagles, 1 CZ, and 1 flash for Raga. Scout from Fox again in T-spawn trying to get himself an opening catch, but it is going to be rizz with the first kill. Does get heavily tagged up by the Deagle though, however, does manage to find the second player as well, and a great start of the round for the Giants.
Oh yeah, this is not looking like a force by reversal by any means. A very nasty little shot with the Deagle, but unfortunately it's going to be meaningless. Still, bit of damage. Nothing that can really hurt the terrorist side too much, but a couple of rebuys being forced out doesn't really hurt too much. Nexus, however, their money already in shambles, and that is a very big caveat that comes with losing the second round on the CT side if you're the one that won the first one. No money on them, had to go for a force buy. They're in this perpetual state of trying to piece together some money. They should just be a mowdown.
Yeah, this is pretty easy pickings for the Giants. The Portuguese looking pretty great out of the gates. It seems my dog behind me is moaning a little bit for this game, but this will be the first real test. Nexus with the rifles up against the Giants.
Yeah, first gun round underway. A little bit of utility on the Nexus side. Nothing to be too proud of, but 3 smokes can definitely make it work. Quick smoke towards long to block off anyone that is trying to aggress forward, and he moves through the smoke. Fox, he's isolated himself, and he's going to have to take a duel. He's missed the first shot, and now he should be sandwiched. Backup just cannot come through, and with a nade in the hands of Raga. Is he close by to throw it? Oh man, they really want this kill, but nope. He's crept forward.
Yeah, that was a nice sneaky attempt. A little bit risky there. I mean, everyone behind the smoke. One bad peek and you are done. But let's see the molly going into the pit. is expecting someone to go for the peek, but do they expect a player that close? Peek coming out, full spray down, but no one checks the corner. BTM manages to get 2 for his troubles. One more out towards long. Fox does not expect such a heavy presence towards A long, and big plays coming out from Raga. The bomb is dropped, but it is not in vision of the CTs. However, it should get heard that OBJ is towards the double doors, towards long, is going to peek in towards the pit, finds the headshot onto Raga and close range. Cemente, oh, this is a duel. Close range, he swaps over and he still manages to get the kill. Beautiful stuff to recover the round for the Giants.
I was almost about to say that BTN, he saved the round for the CT side, but after that little showing, I cannot believe he can get away with a kill, even though he's mid-animation. That is nasty stuff. And definitely something that will come back to bite Nexus. Look at that, man. Whoa. The first 2 bullets that exit his barrel. Straight to the head. And before we even really start spectating the next round, Raga's already fallen. Nexus, economic deficit, will be too much of a burden to bear.
Yeah, honestly, Giants look pretty good. I've had my doubts if they were, even the best Portuguese team. Saw being really outstanding these days as well. But Portugal's got some pretty impressive talent behind them. And really excited to see more of the squad. Of course, you've got the old favorite Fox, who's been everywhere for ages right now. And nopeej as well, been around the scene for a while. Nice peek in from gets the kill onto Fox. That's the op drop. Gets another headshot. with some oh my god! Gets himself a triple with the deagle. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-on-2 situation, but they will chime in and annihilate the last remaining players of the Nexus squad, and Giants still take the round away, though it was rather costly.
Yeah, it can be costly, but at the end of the day, you're looking at a T side that has gotten so much opportunity to bolster their economy. They have Fox. Well, he's not sitting on much money anymore, so that's let's just throw that out of the window. Let's throw that thought away. But OBJ and rizz, they're still above 5K. Their pockets are still pretty deep, so I don't think it's going to hurt them that much. However, for IM to not be able to materialize a round off of a nasty 3K, that definitely has to hurt. Now, Giants, 4-round lead, and it seems they've gotten control of long yet. Again, they always send out one player, and then slowly but surely they creep forward. And this time as well, it seems like history is repeating itself, because Nexus, they have a 3-man commitment to try to take this one player down, and this time they will, with no return as well.
This time they do manage to get themselves a little bit of control. A-long is theirs, and they get the man advantage to start the round off with. So that is that's a good start for Nexus. However, they will need to defend against this cross coming forward. Xelo with the AWP, definitely very capable and has some gorgeous hair. Look at that. Oh
yeah.
You gotta commend. Me and Emote always do the hair commendations. Who looks the most slick of them all? Gets heavily tagged up though. And they will rotate towards mid, going for a mid to B split. Spray from Raga, finds one, but gets traded out. And now Cemente headshotted towards B. That's B control, 3 versus 3 retake scenario. That just went from very good to ouch for the Nexus side.
Oh yeah, and with the bomb down, a 3 versus 3 retake is also a battle of the wits, because Nexus have to decide now whether or not they're going to commit to this. They have such a big round deficit that they want to take the Xelo. He's found the opening frag. That might just be the first mistake that cost the Giants. rizz, 1v3. He almost got it before. Can he do it this time? Fires the first few bullets, gets the first headshot in. Still a 1v2, 2 different angles, the door and the tunnels. The spray does not connect, and there it is. Nexus, somehow in a round where they shouldn't have been given a lifeline, they come back into it.
Yeah, they managed to recover it, and it all comes down from that first pick from Xelo with the AWP. If that doesn't happen, you don't really want to try to go for that retake in a full 3-on-3 scenario. Secondary AWP saved as well for Raga, so that's going to be great for Nexus to try and hold down that mid to B area as well with the secondary opper. Xello heading out towards A-Long because, of course, Giants have been aggressively playing that angle, but look at this movement coming out from the Giants. Are they just going to straight up rush forward? No, they're going to get a little bit of control in lower tunnels and play a bit of a default on the Portuguese side.
Pretty slow gameplay coming out from either side, the Giants and Nexus, but not looking to really aggress. And this is in contrast to what we saw earlier. We would generally see Giants send out at least one player long because they want to establish some presence towards the dumpster and at least keep Nexus on their toes, so they're committed to that long push. Because although it seems like one angle on the map, you have to commit quite a few players to be able to significantly defend it. BTN creeps past the smoke, and he quickly realizes that there isn't going to be much action on middle, and he doesn't want to be stuck behind the smoke when the push eventually comes through on short, so good decision from him. Starts to back off, and there's still 3 players ready and waiting should Giants decide to push in.
Well, the push is going to come through. Xello with the AWP, of course, towards A-Long is a pincer movement possible. Xello gets the opening pick onto PR. However, Fox finds Xello, and that's immediately BTN onside. He has to push aggressively because he's being completely pincered in. A trade frag coming out from Semente, but it's very troublesome to get this round done, especially with the bomb planted right now and the positions the T's have. 2 out towards long. It's a hard retake if you're going to try it. I don't even think that you should attempt this retake.
Yeah, the round loss bonus isn't amazing on the Nexus side. If they save this AWP, perhaps they can do a little bit more damage in the next round, but that also means that it will probably draw out an overcommitment, which can lead to further deficits. Now, Fox, of course, expects it because the barrel is showing. Semente, he's moved forward. Smoke comes out, and he should be trying to stick it, but before he even gets the chance, he'll be tapped away, and that's the 6th round on the board for the Giants.
Yeah, and now the 2 AWPs lost in that round as well. They don't really, as you said, have that last round bonus on the side of Nexus. They didn't save any cash previously, really. So they can't really afford to buy into this one. Just a couple of upgraded pistols and a scout. Pete comes in, Fox misses the shot. He's going to go for a different angle slightly, but, you know, he's dancing with the devil right now. Does tag up Semente, but does still need to be careful because it tends to happen that a random stray headshot through the wall seems to occur every once in a while.
Yeah, but Semente, he's already paid so dearly with so much of his HP. 90 points down the drain. Well, Giants look to split up on the map. 3 players towards long, while 2 huddle around, go for the wraparound from B. Ooh, this could actually be really unfortunate for IM, because as he's moving in mid, there will be 2 more players that are making their way towards long. Nope will be able to find him. They should be I don't really see them going in for this retake, but as I say that, they've brought it down to a 2v2. Should be a doable scenario, but their weaponry isn't exactly on their sides. Nope is in an incredible position to be able to take one down, and he does. Semente, with only a scout rifle in hand, what can you really do? I mean, if you're going to go for jump shots, might as well pull out the discount AWP. Oh, there it is.
Quickly.
Needs my advice.
Let's go. Semente quickly peek into him so he can get the headshot. Swaps over to the op, but there's the headshot from nopeej. Instead, 7-2 in favor of the Giants. And while they're running away with this op, look at rizz, 14-5. Dude's absolutely styling right now onto Nexus, and they need to step up their game. Because, yes, it's decided slightly on Dust2, but, you know, you need to at least recover, let's say, 5 rounds for Nexus. Then you should be okay, but if they actually walk away with the rest of this half, you're moving on to Inferno. You're walking into very deadly, possible 2-0 territory.
Oh yeah, and this is a possibility that we've already discussed. We understand that Giants, they're coming into this with such a mental advantage. They know this is a team they've beaten before. They know they've beaten Nexus on the same map, so Nexus, before the game even started, it's been an uphill battle, and even in terms of score, it seems to be the same case. Fox, in the meanwhile, will be creeping up behind them and find the shot in the back. Zello and Raga now have to try to get a 2 versus 4. Zello will fall, and Raga will be left all alone in his lonesome. The AWP will be equipped at no-scope range. He's about to come right out. Rizz does not lose his life just yet. Switches over to the pistol. Quick little no-scope. But can he do more damage? Damage is really just the name of the game right now, because, I mean, what can you even expect in this kind of case? Ooh. This hurts to watch. OBJ, are you going to be looking around the smoke?
Oh,
Raga.
he just bamboozles and goes the other way. Yeah. He did know that there was still someone in the smoke, though. But it is going to be, nonetheless, Wild ET. 8-2 for the Giants. Nexus money is again broken. They do keep Giants honest the entire time. Like, Giants have not been able to afford a big bang. But that's about everything that the Nexus side have been able to do this game.
Yeah, honestly, I even disagree with that, because there was one point where they had 8,000 spare on 2 players, or at least close to that, and they were fully equipped out, fully locked and loaded, so I don't know, man. I feel like even that luxury hasn't really been granted to them, but yeah, I think they have started to chip the economy a little bit now.
And you hoped right there for a second. Xelo with the scouts, tag onto Fox. And he's just trying to get a couple of peeks in. But rizz finds himself a kill onto BTN. rizz has found plenty of kills so far. And has that A long open. Cemente is going to peek aggressively towards apartments and gets taken down. And, well, not good for Nexus. One of the rounds that they have looked the best was when they had IM go pretty nuts on A short, but that was when they were grouping up to be a little bit aggressive on the side of Nexus, and that's something I want to see a bit more in these upcoming rounds. With the buy round especially, like, you can pick up an AWP, you boost the player up short for the peek into lower tunnel, or you quickly, play the double man angle on short to peek out mid, so that you can wide peek and get yourselves an opening pick and fall back. Stuff like that, with a little bit more dynamic power between Nexus. Yes, they did push B apps that previous round, but normally they haven't really aggressed anywhere on the map, and that means Nexus are just waiting for Giants to execute. And, well, the Giants do have, rizz and Co just fragging out of their mind, so you kind of want to make it a man advantage before you hit that point.
Oh yeah, I don't think Nexus has really been playing with aggression correctly, as far as especially towards A long. I feel like Giants have been granted too much control, and even when Nexus makes a significant investment of having 3 players there, they simply haven't been able to win out the aim duels, or they haven't really had the right approach to aim duels. So Giants, of course, have been in the driving seat so far. I'm really interested in seeing how this pause works out for them.
Well,
Meanwhile,
it is
however,
a technical pause, though. There seems to be Xelo's
I mean,
mouse
hey,
battery.
You can make use of a technical pause. Let's just get that out. It can be a bit of a mental reset, so I think that can still work in Nexus's favor if they wanted to. But meanwhile, if you want to check out this game, check out a few more things, get more in-depth look at the odds, you can always head over to Midnight, which is, of course, the head sponsor of this event, and this event would obviously not be possible without them. Remember, if you go ahead and sign up, you get a top-up bonus of 25 euros in bonuses at Midnight if you can find the player with the most kills. I mean, if you can guess the player with the most kills. I'm not going to wait for you to watch the game and then tell me who the player with the most kills. I've got the scoreboard for that as well.
And at the moment, it does seem to be rizz on the side of Giants that is edging away in that regards. Though my bet would normally probably be on Xelo. I even if they lose, he tends to be pretty good. This game, however, struggling, as is the rest of his team. Only Raga really fragging on equal terms for the Nexus side. But it's not like, a 92 scoreline against them. It's not like their kills are really reflecting how the game is going. They are, of course, behind slightly, reasonably, but 9-2 is a pretty big scoreline. So they have been keeping some of these rounds rather competitive in 1v1s at the end, 2v1s, blah, blah, blah. But it is Yeah, getting it competitive doesn't matter. You need to win it. Giants Gaming has converted a first kill into a round 8 out of 8 times. 100% conversion rate. So, well, don't give them the opening pick. Look at this aggression. This is what I wanted to see. Oh, but they get heavily gushed up. It is at least map control for Nexus, so they can now keep one player positioned there, send the rest over, so that you have at least some forward positioning.
I'm really interested in seeing how Giants will adjust to this because I'm sure they already have some information on what just went on in tunnels. It was a pretty aggressive push, and the players were in close proximity, so they should have had the audio information. But now Giants, they're going for their bread and butter play. They're just pushing out long, which can be incredibly difficult for Nexus to defend against. Sure, you can see that Zello has an AWP, but across this range, in this angle, it might be a little difficult. Before they really get forward, though, Zello is able to reposition, and now he's in a much more favorable spot. And I'm interested in seeing whether or not Giants can deal with this. They're all very committed to long, which is problematic because the potential of a pincer play simply isn't there. Now, they're about to cross. Zello, he has to keep his eyes keen on the crosshair. Zello, you cannot afford to miss this first shot. The flashes should come out very soon from the terrorist side. Cemente finds a frag. Zello will be hitting his first shot, follows up with a second, gets the third as well as he jumps up on the ledge, and the fourth. Zello, I said he didn't have to miss a shot, but apparently he lands all 4.
Yep, locks him down. No utility thrown at all by the Giants to cross forward. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But, I mean, this is pretty massive from him. Just annihilating them one by one, even jumping on the box, feeling it at that moment. But yeah, it's just weird not seeing a single flash, especially on that angle where you're going to peek into most likely an opper. Like, you can expect that there's an op towards the A-bomb site, especially because Cello's playing there every time. So you need to either flash/smoke it to get yourselves across. And a little bit lackluster there by the Giants, or maybe they thought that a dry peek with a distraction towards B would be successful, but in this case, it does not seem to have paid off for them. Well, let's see if they will be able to get more rounds in favor of Nexus. If they get all 3 rounds, that would be absolutely massive, because if they kill off Giants right now, they would not have the cash behind them. There's going to be the utility thrown out by the Portuguese, waiting for the push forward, and it is going to be Cemente finding one, dodging the op shot. Oh, a nice jump up, but the trade frags come out. However, it's going to be a 3 versus 2 situation, a retake on that B bomb site. Still a little bit of utility left on the side of Nexus. Now it's only the smoke available. Fox is actually going to peek in with the AWP, but he just peeks out. Oh, Fox should have hit that shot. Close range. We have Xello in the back, still popping shots at Fox, and Fox has to defend this pretty heavily. That can only come from one angle, and it's going to be a 1 versus 2. Fox is trying to go big for his team. He has to lock down this last one. Xello with the AWP, but Xello wins it, and Xello, he doesn't have a kit. No! Does he have enough time? It should just barely be enough time to get the defuse in.
Oh, the defuse kit being close by. Very unfortunate for them. Mazzello able to get it by the skin of his teeth. Very nicely done. And Nexus, they're starting to show us that maybe they still do have a shot on this. 9-2 was looking pretty daunting, but now if you're at 9-4, sorry, you can maybe convert it into 6 rounds. Off of that, you can start snowballing it a little bit, and it becomes a reasonable ordeal. Of course, mad props to Cemente there to be able to hold it down for that long. 2 quick kills, and that was basically what allowed them to even go into the retake with confidence. And Raga, he's building up a little bit of confidence of his own as well.
Yeah, Nexus feeling it right now, especially Xello, been going pretty nuts 2 rounds in a row for his team, and now they get the opening pick. AWP on Fox is back. The rest of the team pretty much saving their cash so that they can afford to buy into the possible last round of this half. But it does seem like Nexus 6-9 would be a pretty okay-ish recovery. Oh, just dodges the peek from the AWP. But Raga is going to shut down Fox, and they're going to push forward. Raga finds another one, and he baits out the shot. Swaps over towards his 5-7, and nopeej in towards mid will be taken down as well. This is OBJ. He's just going to rush right towards the CT, spots the head, and immediately converts to that AWP, but he's going to get pincered from every possible angle here, Wild DT.
Yeah, he's landed the first shot, but the 4 subsequent ones, simply not happening. And Nexus, they seem to have brought it back significantly. 5 rounds on the board, definitely not something to scoff at, especially when you're looking at a very likely conversion into 6 rounds. However, Giants, of course, they're no slouches. They've got quite a bit of utility, and although it's not the best they could hope for, it's still very significant. A few flashes to work with as well.
Yeah, they've got some decent utility. Might just be an aggressive move forward. Oh, flash in mid, a little bit scared there. The molly actually deterring them from heading up towards short immediately at the start of the round. And they're just going to be playing a default, waiting for some CT aggression to come out. Now the short hit is going to come through. And that's going to be a pretty aggressive and quick one. But they do have 3 players to quickly rotate towards that A-bomb site. And the AWP of Xelo, of course, available, which is the biggest threat of them all. The man is absolutely terrifying to deal with. Molly in the back. Will he get them on the cross? Misses the opening shot. But a heavy amount of damage being dealt with the nade. Jump down from PR. Will get spotted out by BTN. And BTN is still towards ramp. He's going to be the linchpin here. Does he find a kill? No! Fox finds the headshot. That's a beautiful take. And now Raga with a quick shot. The retake is on for Nexus to get back this final round.
3 versus 3. rizz. Can he find the head of Raga? They're playing it very carefully. The time is ticking down. 3 CTs on their way. Raga hits the first shot. Nope and OBJ. Now they've got a daunting task of trying to defend this bomb all the way from short. There's even a smoke to try to keep them at bay. Raga hits another one. He's been going wild for his team, and now all he has to do is pull the trigger when the time is right. But nope, he's got to do frags. That spray down has suddenly become so costly, and he's found all 3. All the way from short, a 1 versus 3 will go his way, and Giants, barely by the skin of their teeth, with no margin whatsoever, they're able to bring it to double digits. What a lineup from Nope. Look at that.
That is honestly so impressive, and so much faith that you have in yourself, that you have the perfect lineup to the bomb, taking down 2 players and then finishing it off on the 3rd. That is some beautiful defensive play coming out from nopeej, and well, 10-5 is a little bit more disastrous for Nexus, of course. If they lose the pistol right now, this first map might just run away out of their control. And well, we're going to start the round off with Fox getting aggressive to lower tunnels. That's information gained. They're going to push out towards A long, which is being forfeited by the Giants side and given to Nexus. Nexus do have 2 smokes, 2 flashes, so they can definitely make that cross towards the site happen pretty easily. But yeah, look at this big stack from the Giants. They have all the intel from Fox.
rizz. He's going to be the first point of contact. He's found 2. Have yet to find a frag, but PR, he will sweeten the deal. He's found the first one. Nope will follow up with one as well. And now it's just... yeah, it's really just about tapping those heads at this point, but it's gotten down to a 1 versus 3, and as I say that, Cemente doesn't really get a chance to fight back.
Yeah, this is what I like to see. Yes, it's a little bit risky, of course, if you go for an aggressive play on the CT side, but even one player just peeking out, scouting everything ahead, you know exactly what is going on the map. You know, okay, there's no one going B, so then, you know, the B defenders don't need to be B, so you rush them towards A, you stack A. Yes, Glock's close range can be deadly, but they kept them at just the right range as well on the Giants side to have the advantage with the pistols, and they shut the Nexus squad down pretty effectively. Now, Nexus will be forcing up into this round because they kind of want to win this first map. Otherwise, well, Inferno is a little bit of a scary map for them to deal with. Oh, Raga, he's opening up the round. I am as well with the headshot onto rizz, and they're still deadly with the deagles. They will rush up towards A short, where there's only one A bomb site defender. Fox with the M4 in hand. He's being flanked out towards long as well. BR loses head to Raga, and now it's all on nopeej and Fox to try and win this round. nopeej gets himself another kill. They're double peeking him. He's going to die, and Fox is going to get flank. Well, the flank is still not there. He actually manages to get close to the side. Does he expect the player right behind him? He's running forward, though, but the Deagle headshot. I am another clean, crisp headshot, and Nexus stay in the game.
How are they so quick on their feet with those Deagles? I will never get that.
I never hit those shots. It's a talent, honestly, Deagles. It's an incredible talent, and I am especially every single time I see him play. Yes, he is one of the weakest fraggers at the moment, but he is one of the normal star players for Nexus, and he is deadly on that Deagle.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the Deagle is that it's a very fickle beast, because generally a lot of players that have a very low time to kill, which is generally what people equate with having great aim, they're not going to perform. There might be a case where they don't perform well with a Deagle because their first bullet accuracy just isn't there. So you can still be a great aimer. You can still be someone that lands their entire spray and basically wins every duel because they're just so good at spraying, and they basically win every duel very quickly. But still, if you don't land that first bullet, the Desert Eagle, it has a very different dynamic to rifles, so can often be very troubling.
Yeah, and it was very troubling for the Portuguese this round. Let's see if they can get anything done themselves. Of course, for Fox with the Scout, the rest with the Deagle. Fox can soften them up, and the Deagles can finish the job. But the problem is utility is rather weak at the moment, and Nexus have everything still left in their inventory. They are actually rotating heavily towards that B bomb site, expecting the mid to be execute probably. And it could be the case, but of course nothing is for certain just yet. They are just going to 4-man stack the B-bomb site with the Scout from Fox towards A to pretty much be the linchpin over there. But no real pushes have been made at the moment. Fox gets tagged up, tags up Skello, but will lose his life. And that means it's just Giants going to save their Deagles into the next round because they can't afford to buy into the consecutive round anyway.
This is where I want to call back to the start of the first half, where Nexus, they ended up dropping the second round after winning the pistol round. So when you see a similar situation for Giants, you can see how Nexus can potentially snowball it back into both teams being on double digits, or Nexus even getting the advantage, because the CT side, their economy will be incredibly troublesome to deal with at all times. Now you're looking at Giants with 7 rounds being given up when we were looking at a much bigger deficit of 9-2. And the opportunity for subsequent rounds will also be opened up for Nexus because Giants, they simply don't have the same economic prowess to be able to challenge them at the moment.
Yeah, this will be, of course, an eco round, but, an eco with 4 Deagles.
Another force buy without the force buy.
Yeah, exactly. Always fun. It seems Nexus called a technical pause, so maybe the batteries he put in the mouse were dead, so he has to get new batteries or something. Let's see if they will hopefully resolve that issue momentarily.
Yeah, if they're not rechargeable, we just wait 30 minutes. He's just sitting there looking at his USB cable to recharging his mouse. The caster is just talking about the mouse being recharged for 30 minutes. Just never stops.
Oh, it's now at 21%. Oh, 22!
But hey, if you want to get hyped about actual odds and not the percentage on a mouse being recharged, maybe you can go head over to Midnight where you can place a bet, and there are very, very interesting games there. Like you can get a €25 bonus on Midnight if you can find out, if you can guess who's going to have the most kills. So, interesting options there.
Yeah, definitely a very interesting deal to be made on Midnight, making this entire tournament possible. Of course, our betting sponsor this time. Oh, look at that animation.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, long pause. Maybe we should count the percentages in the mouse. Hopefully they will... okay, there seems to have been ping issues going on at the moment for the Nexus side of things. Personally, not living in Romania, so I don't know how good their internet is over there. But with COVID and Netflix and everything, tend to really struggle in some regions with
there have been
issues.
There have been a lot of infrastructural breakdowns because of COVID. I obviously, because of where I'm from, it's a lot more difficult here, and yeah, getting internet service, not the easiest of tasks.
Well, hopefully... Oh, there we have a dropper coming down, and let's see, it is Raga, which is actually kind of interesting because a couple of weeks ago, most of the time, Nexus had to find a substitute, and that was exactly because Raga kept having issues or was not able to play. So always a little bit dangerous if you see Raga dropping out of the server, a little bit scared that they might have to bring their sub, which I think is MHN normally. He is coming back. Hopefully it's resolved so that they can continue, because Nexus are on the road for a possible comeback here.
Yeah, it would be really unfortunate to watch them lose it to ping issues and whatnot.
Especially because new player also has to warm up first, and MHN has subbed with them multiple times, but yeah.
This is the turning point for Nexus right now. If they can piece together a few rounds in a row, then they're definitely set for a comeback. And Giants will, of course, be on the receiving end because they're playing on the CT side now, which can, of course, be incredibly difficult to deal with on Dust too.
Well, we are back in action. There we have, of course, those deagles saved on the side of the Giants. P250 picked up by OBJ. And let's see if they can get something done. Of course, long pauses coming out, and we might see some aggression from either of the quick aggression. That's normally what you tend to see once a round is paused for a while, to see if the enemy team is still sleeping. You quickly aggress forward, flash coming out towards A long, and they're trying to retake it, but the jiggle peeking deagle from Fox is still terrifying, and OBJ close range with the P250, same thing. They're going to leave A long, but they're going to head out A short. Rizz, can he get the deagle headshots? He does get a lot of connections, though. Xello is down to 25 HP. These deagles headshot onto Xello. Does get traded out, though, but Fox is still towards ramp, close range, that you have to be very careful of. Luckily enough, I am finding himself some crisp, clean kills with Raga, and now it's all over for the side of Giants. They will, of course, only get one kill for their troubles, but this will be a buy round coming out for the Giants. And actually, will they even? Yeah, they should buy, but it's not going to be the strongest buy.
Yeah, this is where Giants are definitely going to struggle. For them to pick up deagles in the subsequent round, that basically took away any opportunity they had of having a decent buy in this one. So I really respect their decision of going for the long haul instead, and they focus on just having a light buy. They know they can have a force buy and still have a decent shot while also maintaining their chances at having a good gun round. So you can really respect that. I mean, having a shoddy buy with no utility, it's not really that much better than a force buy. So
yeah,
very good decision from them.
Yeah, you really kind of want the AWP on Fox in Fox's hands when it comes to a buy round. They are flanking A quickly, and Rizz gets the headshot onto BTN. Opening pick there for the CTs. Tag onto Xello. He's down to 15 HP, and OBJ aggresses in.
Okay.
Fox gets the headshot. Oh no! What is happening? Do they even get a kill? Yes, they do, but it's all over. IAM gets overwhelmed, and the pistols. It's always the damn pistols, Wild ET.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying, force buy, not too much worse than having weapons with no utility.
Yeah, utility is very important, especially for the CT sides, mollies, and
unless you're Giants with deagles, and in that case, you don't really need utility. You just need your crosshair placement to be on point.
Oof, Fox tagged up. He's trying to re-peek mid, so does have to be a little bit careful. But yeah, at least opening damage in favor of the Nexus squad. They are still on the road to recover this one, though, with that opening tag. Will they be able to bamboozle their opponents or not? It is still early rounds. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. They have played a default on both sides, but Nexus have not shown their hand at all. There's just a little bit of map control gaming coming out from the Romanian squad.
Now, what? that was an interesting nade, and Raga apparently starts entry fragging with grenades this time around. I really like that. the attention to detail to be able to sniff out the AWP on the other side of the smoke. But this AUG is going wild. rizz, he's found 2 frags and he's looking for more. He's repositioned on long, and now the ball is in the court of Nexus to try to get something done. Giants have somehow brought it back, even in the face of losing 2 players at the start. rizz, flashbang comes out, allowing OBJ to aggress forward, but he will lose his life. Zello will be left in a 1 versus 2. He tries to run away, but
it was rizz anyway that killed him, but the quick switch, it's something that a lot of players still tend to do, but I see it happen so often where they quick switch, and that's the worst time to quick switch.
Yeah, especially when you just see someone die right in front of you. You're like, oh yeah, this seems like an appropriate time to quick switch, I feel.
That's probably a miss, just like when you see people randomly jumping, you're like, oh, he got spooked.
Oh yeah. I actually don't think that was a misclick. He switched over to the knife and then he ran into the box. What I think he was trying to do was that he was trying to avoid the line of fire from rizz by getting behind the boxes, because he thought that rizz hadn't crossed over yet. But of course, bumping into the box didn't make things any easier.
No, it definitely did not. And now the Giants, well, luckily enough, Nexus still have a decent buy. But look at that HP that they've already lost at the start of the round. I am down to 40, Raga down to 19. That's not a great start here for the Nexus side of things. Fox, of course, slightly tagged again. Does need to be careful for some stray nades in this round as in the previous. But nopeej is aggressively peeking out mid, does spot a player up on top of red, so that's at least information gained that they're close towards mid. There is a cross possibly happening anytime soon, because OBJ is boosted up towards the box and should be able to catch the players out. He is even ducked away, dodging any possible flashes coming through, so he can walk forward. OBJ gets himself a double, is going to burn in the molly, but nonetheless, it's a man advantage. However, Excello finds himself two, one of them being a molly kill, of course. Cemente just walks into the side to taps away with his deagle to find the kill onto PR. Bomb is going to go down, but it's going to be a 2-on-2 retake situation. And weapons does still slightly favor the Giant side of things, but that doesn't mean anything. They just need to get that quick headshot with the or body shot with the AWP to get it done. Secondary rifle recovered for Nexus. Close range Cemente, does he have the cojones to peek in aggressively? Fox, no, he misses the shot, and rain down from above is not going to be successful for rizz, and Nexus win the round and keep themselves going in this first map.
Yeah, time and time again, Nexus look like they're close to making a comeback, but with the amount of upsets that Giants is able to come up with, it's looking a little alarming if you're on the side of Nexus. But of course, having only a 4-round deficit is definitely a lot easier than what we saw earlier. 9-2. Much more of an uphill battle. Now, both teams going for a relatively slow approach. Even though they did try to aggress forward on long, their attempts were denied by the Molotov. And now I think they're going for a bit more of mid control. Flashbang at the ready. BTN looking to sneak Raga forward.
Yeah, that flash needs to blind off Fox. It does not. He gets the kill and falls back. Opening pick of the round for the Giants. We saw their statistic in the previous half where they won 8 out of 8 rounds where they had the opening pick. So this is not great for Nexus if you think about that statistic. However, statistics can always just tell part of the story. Let's see if they can recover here on the side of Nexus. They're trying to make the mid-cross happen, but the spray from OBJ shuts 2 down. That means the last 2 players are towards short. Fox with the AWP in hand. They're completely stuck, and they are just easy pickings for Fox. Even gets the tag through the wall there. Excello is crossing in, but he peeks into rizz's AUG, and the Giants are 2 rounds away from stealing away Nexus's map pick.
Yeah, after that first op pick and OBJ spray down, I don't think that Nexus really had much of a chance. Everything else, very easy pickings indeed. So, with Giants being only 2 rounds away, things are looking like it might be deja vu for Nexus. I think the previous scoreline was very similar as well, and I think things are going to end the same way. Now, Fox has already found the first frag, and up against a Nexus that is only operating with the pistols. Let's see if they can even get onto a bomb site. Fox, flashbang at the ready, will be going through the fire and flames to even try to get something done, but with the MAC-10, Braga will reign supreme. He's already found
What?
He gets stabbed through the smoke because his body is visible even though he feels a sense of confidence in the smoke.
Oh, PR though.
PR, man oh man. He's brought it back. I am a 1v3. His deagle has been spotted, but it won't be successful like his history has showed it to be.
Well, that is a bit problematic. I mean, that move from Fox, yes, there was only one B bomb site defender, but he tried to rush through the smoke with an AWP against pistols, which normally does not end well for you, which in this case it did. It's a very risky move that most of the time just brings your team in a more unfavorable position than a favorable one.
Yeah, I think that was just a bit of miscoordination between the B player and a Fox pushing through because they would expect to aggress together. But now all of that is said and done. Giants, they just need to get one more round, and the economy of Nexus is completely exhausted. They're on a single Galil with 4 Deagles to supplement it. I am step by step. He's going forward. BTN, he's found the first frag, but rizz, he's making it hell for them with the AUG, just not allowing them any comfort, but comfort will be granted. Azello, he's found the first frag, cannot follow it up. Cemente, 1v3, Deagle in hand, misses the shot, and there it is. GGWP. Giant